We have been able to settle the people who gave us this land, because you know the land belonged to the owners. We have compensated them, and I think we have only about how many cases remaining? Three cases, just 3 or 4 cases, which are yet to be settled, but in terms of their money for compensation, it is available, but they have a few issues, family issues to settle, and then they can access the funding or the money for compensation. So I guess that's all.
Maybe talking of the progress, are you impressed by what you've seen?
We are at 77% completion. Of course, we could have moved a bit earlier, but you know, when you talk about mobilizing 37 billion shillings, also ensuring that the cases for settlement are dealt with, sometimes the legalistics, legal issues and challenges there. People were used also to moving slower than expected. I think we are now very clear where we are headed, and we will not allow any delay that is not necessary. You know, sometimes there could be reason to delay, but we will work with this team, the China Gezuba, our contractors. This is a project of the ministry directly, funded by the World Bank, the Africa ADB Bank at 90%, and then 10% by GOK because of the land claims. With that, I think that we have no time to waste. The people are waiting for this water, and that's why the governor came to check and see whether we are moving at the space we had promised Kenyans. So I want to promise that this water will be ready maybe in another maximum 2 years, because completion is expected to take place around 2024, moving at the pace we have agreed within our contract. And then there is time for filling the dam. But while we are filling the dam, we shall be doing the pipeline and and the treatment works. Yes. Last time I knew about Athi River water, it was clean. You could just go there and use your hands and drink the water. There is also the case that people need to stop farming or digging and teeding up to the river banks, because if you look at the brown water, that of course most of it is because of deforestation and lack of taking care. But most importantly is the chemicals, you know, the pollution from industries, from farmers doing flowers, sewages being directed to rivers. I guess the Ministry of Environment also has a big job on their plate, and we will work with them. I think our enforcement teams need to crack the whip and tell us who are these people polluting, because we could clean but then pollution continues. I think that's where we need to work as a team, as the entire country, including throwing bottles everywhere, or plastic paper, people building next to the river and directing their sewages there. These are very bad habits, and no amount of talking can stop, other than just stopping and minding about not polluting the water, because we all need clean water. And the mandate of my ministry is to make sure that we access Kenya's access to safe drinking water. So if we pollute, that is not safe drinking water. And that's why we are also spending a lot of money doing water treatment works. This is something we could work as, and I think the media help us by highlighting and also talking about the positive things that the ministry is doing. But pick up these stories. We need to shame and name some of these big industries, some of these big flower farmers who are polluting our rivers. And of course, even ourselves, as we are doing this, the contractor must put in place mechanisms that will not also pollute the water. That is a discussion I will pick up with them, because we also don't want to be doing it at this particular site. So I have also told them, and Kalonzo is also really very keen on constitutionalism and ensuring that we work within the law. We have told them, unless it is something that cannot be dealt with, we are asking the communities to understand, to be part of this project. But where we are being careless, they must point out. My line is open. I said when we were up there, my line is open 24/7. But blasts that will destroy property, we will ask the contractor to take care of that. If any is brought to our attention with our teams, we shall address. We know there are 3 deaths that have occurred. We have received that report. We will see which are the cases that deserve to be compensated, and we believe there is also some investigation reports that will guide us. Of course, we will not accept short-day investigation, because we really don't want to lose any single life here. But also we are asking the workers and people, this is not a site to visit or to come to tour with your bestie. No, this is a construction site. So let those who are not working here keep away, but also the workers must also be very careful. You can see we are in safety gear here, but we must also tell the contractors to observe the law, observe human rights, treat people who are working for them properly and fairly, equally, ensuring that the local community benefits from the jobs that are being given here. We will not want a situation where we are importing. Is it importing? Labor that is just 1 kilometer or within 200-300 yards from here. No. These people have drivers, they have skilled labor, all manner of skilled labor, excavators, machinery, equipment they can hire from the local community. And that is normally the policy of the ministry, and I am told that is being done, and we are monitoring. Najua nimeingilia hii kazi katikati, kwa hivyo ile makosa ya hapo zamani msiniwekelee, lakini I can receive it and carry it on behalf of the ministry, but I want us to now have a new leaf and work together so that we can complete the project.
The transportation of material to site has caused immense problems to us in terms of our road network. We have agreed to a meeting with Waziri to discuss what can be done, because the ministry told us in writing through Engineer Lima that is not within the project component and is not in their mandate. So since it's a multi-sectoral approach, we want to sit with government and tell them that we need our roads fixed, and they don't have to be high quality, because the rock that you can see here is from site, and therefore our roads can be fixed too. Of course, there are still complaints about the blasts. You know very well, I was here when I was senator about the blasts. We still must continue monitoring. And I request Waziri that as they continue giving you reports on how much they are backfilling, they should continue giving you reports on how much on the blasting. And we need it checked, because Waziri, I can tell you that I sent some of these guys here to come and check the blasts. And the blasts are huge. You can see them from very far away. And therefore, and also requested that the person in charge of the community engagement, and the gentleman is here, should go around and check, because the school nearby has cracks. Although they have helped us with some of CSR, we want to request that they should repair some of the places that have been damaged by this. Of course, the idea of when we should get water in our towns like Wote, and I've told this to Waziri, 44 cubic meter to Wote is important, because there's a stadium that is contemplated here, a hotel, and many things. All those people will most likely be staying in Wote before we build this place into Athwake city. And therefore we want them to give us that water, and they have promised to do so. Of course, the pollution component, and I have asked that the 3 county governors should be involved. I have requested that the committee that is dealing with this issue at national level with the contractor should involve our ministers in charge of water, so that we can continuously engage. I'm happy that Waziri has said our telephone line is open. Tutakuwa tunatuma WhatsApp. Okay. Tukisikia kitu tunaweka kwa WhatsApp. Tukipata malalamishi ya wafanyikazi kwa WhatsApp. Tukipata shida yote tutamwambia, kwa sababu wale watu ambao walipatiana mashamba haya wanatarajia wapate maji. Kwa hivyo hatutaki ile shida ambayo imekuwa na projects za kawaida, ambapo project kubwa kama hii watu wanaona tu maji ikipita. Tunataka maji iwezekana, kwa sababu upande huu wa nchi yetu ndio uko na shida nyingi ya uhaba wa maji. Namuona yule kama ambao ulikuwa hapa. Kwa hivyo tunataka haya maji yaweze kupatikana, na tumeuliza waziri na amekubali.
Ndugu yangu, kwani hizi app za loans natakaje ndio anipe loan?
Sasa nikuulize ndugu yangu, unataka kufanya nini yodo?
Nataka ku expand business, nitaweka gari nyingine.
Sasa bro, acha nikueleze. Kuna app inaitwa VIP. Unaona sasa, ukiwa na hii app, ni app yenye inakusaidia kumanage busy yako. Sasa wewe kama mse wa taxi, ukimanage transactions zako through VIP for the next 3 months, unaweza get access to loan.
Alright.
Na pia kulingana na design yenye unakopa na unalipa hiyo loan, wanaweza kupatia pia access to a better handsome amount ya loan. Unanipata ndugu yangu?
Nakupata. Hiyo kwanza iko verified.
Kabisa. Sasa download VIP leo na expand business yako in the next 3 months, au sio?
Kabisa bana, hata niweke sahi.